Alright guys, I thought long and hard about making this video, and I can always delete it later, but just to give you some context so this video doesn't come off all crazy or inflammatory or sound like I'm defending myself or anything. But um, I do a comic book channel. I do movies. I talk to like-minded people on here. Um, Toys, old TV shows, stuff like that. I've got, you know, 35 years of useless trivia up here that's been bouncing around my head since 35 years, and I get to get it out here. And I have fun with these videos, and I play music on them and in the background and cut a joke here and there. And recently I got a message in my inbox, and there was a comment I went ahead and deleted. And I read this uh, message, this personal message, and at first I just sort of laughed it off. Then I thought about it. Then I went back and read, and then I decided to try to see if this person had a point, just to be sure. And then I apparently they went through some of my videos with a fine tooth comb and more or less told me I was insensitive racially, I guess. And apparently I made a video using an old Ray Charles song, and it was written by Buck Owens, who was on Hee Haw. And apparently, when I did a Watchmen video, I pronounced a name wrong of an artist and did not know if he was Spanish or Italian. And apparently, there was two, three other things in some of my videos. I went back and looked. So I was thinking maybe, do I need to do an apology? Did I, rush through the video and drag everybody through that? And no, I didn't. So instead of getting all mad and saying who this person is, um, he's a troll. There's no doubt in my mind. I figured I'd take this opportunity to, maybe educate some people. I have an accent, and maybe it could be some interesting stuff. Um, I'm in the Appalachian Mountains, and technically it's right outside of the Appalachian Mountains in the Cumberland Plateau region, but it's still considered, they still consider themselves Appalachians. Appalachia's mountains run from Georgia all the way up into New York, so it's not a southern thing. And if you're watching this, I said thing the way you spelt it. And just to let you know, this area is more about isolationists. The people came up here to, get away from it all or to own land. They got real territorial and real mistrustful. People came up in the mountains. And the only thing that I'm going back and forth that I want to be real sensitive here about is that because I wasn't there, I wasn't responsible, but we never had slavery here. Um, Basically, in historical record, what happened was is a bunch of Appalachians came down to the foot of the mountains to watch, more or less, I guess, a slave train go by. And here's the reason we did not have slavery. First of all, this is what people outside of the mountains was doing. They'd heard about it. And when they got down there, it didn't make sense to see human beings being treated like that. But it's still for sort of selfish reasons. Number one, that was another mouth to feed. People have to eat. And of course, it didn't make sense. Why would people do this to other people? But because we were more self-sufficient. We didn't take a train. We didn't ride horses out to down the road to do this and to do that and to pick up this. Their own food was grown. Um, we fixed things on our own, and that still kind of carries over today to a certain extent. There's still people doing gardens. There's still people scraping by, and a lot of stereotypes come on, which kind of cracks me up because there is a stereotype of what an Appalachian hillbilly is. And, I'm not saying it's on par with 400 years of oppression or anything like that, by no means or anything like that, but it's still a form of ignorance. Uh, I don't think we need to do a walk, in Washington, or anything like that. So, no, I'm not making it heavy or even comparing it. So that's your history lesson. The other thing to let you know is that there are places where you have your stereotypical hillbilly. but it's still more intense than anything you've ever seen. It's disturbing to me. And another thing is that I'm not really like some big patriot ringing the hillbilly flag and stuff. We have people like there are people everywhere. We've got assholes. We've got nice people. We've got super religious people. We've got, Jesus fanatics. We've got um, respectful people. We have people who will say good morning. We have people that'll take their shirt off the back. We have things that we have ladies, we have gentlemen, we have hoes, we have trash. It's all here. And yeah, there's rednecks. And I don't think I talk funny. I think I talk with an accent. So like I said, it's not a real defensive thing. It's more or less a little history lesson there. And as far as the racist comments that were being implied, um, you know, uh, I want to put it this way. I've had many friends and I've had girlfriends. And this isn't one of those things, oh, I have a black friend. No, no. I dated a girl who was great personality, very smart, very beautiful, very cute, and she was a person first, and she happened to be black. I've dated a girl who was extremely smart, very older than me, great sense of humor. um, just a wonderful person who, to this day, I still think the world of. Never bashed or anything like that. And she just happened to be Mexican. And I've dated girls who happen to be Asian. I've dated girls who happen to be white. You I've had friends in the past who great adventures, big adventures, and they happen to be Asian or they just happen to be black. And just wanted to get that out there. So I'm sorry if I appreciate the music of Ray Charles and Percy Sledge and Motown and Lead Belly and the Beatles and the Who and the Ramones and Guns N' Roses, um, Blondie. Um, it's all music, and I didn't realize a lot of this, according to what you're coming off with, is exclusive. So I'll kind of leave it at there. I hope I don't lose any viewers over this, and I apologize and get them out take it down. And I don't think I'm shooting from the hip, but I hope I took the high road here. And feel free to personal message me again. It's just the internet. It's people kind of get brave with being anonymous. Having a handle, but I am a man, and a man stands up for himself, and a man reflects who he is on how he takes that path with his words and what he says. So, just maybe there's a lesson in there for you, you know. All right, and other guys, thanks a lot, man. Okay, keep watching, and this is one of the reasons I haven't really gone back and done comments to my last 2 or 3 videos here because I've really been thinking about this. So, all right, thanks a lot.